North Korea missiles could thwart U.S. defense systems, expert warns as Kim threatens USA. North Korea's missile technology could trick the U.S. rocket defense systems, an expert has warned following Kim Jong-un's announcement his warheads can successfully reach all the U.S. mainland. North Korea announced its missile test last week was the successful launch of a Hwasong-15 intercontinental ballistic missile, ICBM, the rocket the U.S. has been fearing. The rogue state then claimed its nuclear-capable ICBM was armed with a super-large warhead capable of striking a hole and hitting all the U.S. mainland. According to South Korea's military, the latest missile flew some 596 miles, 960 kilometers, to an altitude of around 2,796 miles, 4,500 kilometers. The U.S. condemned the latest provocation and vowed North Korea will be utterly destroyed if it sparked the war, but now a military expert warned that America's last point of defense might not be up to the task. Michael Ellman, a senior fellow for missile defense at the International Institute for Strategic Studies, told New Week, if you launch one interceptor in the testing there is about a 50% chance it will hit the target. But that's a statistical thing, and it assumes that the reasons they failed to hit the target is all the same. With statistics you can get them to say anything. I'm not entirely confident in the system. Despite claims from Donald Trump that the U.S. can knock out a missile in the air 97% of the time, Mr. Ellman warns that North Korea's could disguise its rocket and render America's defense systems useless. The U.S. has around 40 interceptors stationed in Alaska and California as part of its missile defense strategy. Mr. Ellman said, if North Korea were to launch only one missile at us, we could probably shoot it down, but their new missile could carry some very simple decoys, and it's not certain that the missile we send out will be able to tell the difference between the decoys and a real warhead. He added that a cooled shroud could also be used to lower a warhead's temperature, which would disguise it from interceptor missiles, which rely on heat-detecting technology. Mr. Ellman's chilling warning comes as a CNN analyst exclusively revealed to Express.co. UK the options US president has to stop the threat of North Korea. Earlier Trump's UN representative Nikki Haley warned North Korea's aggression brings the world war closer to war, and another expert on North Korea has warned the rogue state could spark a global conflict involving the US, Russia and China in just 9 months' time. She added, we have never sought war with North Korea, and still today we do not seek it. If war does come, it will be because of continued acts of aggression like we witnessed yesterday, Wednesday. But North Korea claimed Kim Jong-un's regime was a responsible nuclear power. The despot leader's mouthpiece, Korean Central News Agency, KCNA, said, the ICBM Hwasong-15 type weaponry system is an intercontinental ballistic rocket tipped with a super-large heavy warhead which is capable of striking the whole mainland of the U.S. The development and advance of the strategic weapons of the DPRK are to defend the sovereignty and territorial integrity of the country from the U.S. imperialists' nuclear blackmail policy and nuclear threat, and to ensure the peaceful life of the people. They would not pose any threat to any country and region as long as the interests of the DPRK are not infringed upon. This is our solemn declaration. As a responsible nuclear power and a peace-loving state, the DPRK will make every possible effort to serve the noble purpose of defending peace and stability of the world.